Hi, Vencor weather meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, November 5th, a mild day here in the Mid-Atlantic region. There will be lots of clouds thanks to a weakening cold frontal system. Rain is likely on Thursday. It looks like it'll be a combination of a warm front early in the day and then a cold front later in the day that will produce some occasional rainfall here in the Mid-Atlantic region on Thursday. That will be followed by a chilly air mass at the end of the week. Friday it turns windy and colder, and that chill will last right through the upcoming weekend. In fact, there will be a reinforcing shot of colder than normal air for this time of the year arriving on Sunday, so it stays chilly early next week, and then a major cold shot pushes into the middle part of the country by the middle part of next week, and then into the east around Wednesday or so of next week. Another shot of cold air for this time of the year in a pattern that's looking increasingly cold for the month of November. Well, let's take a look at the current surface map. We have a cold frontal system slicing through Pennsylvania right now. It's a weak front. There are a few sprinkles associated with it that could survive over the next few hours, but for the most part rain-free, but mostly cloudy over the next several hours here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and fairly warm for this time of the year. High temperatures should get back to 60+ degrees this afternoon. A downward trend begins tomorrow in temperatures. Tomorrow, of course, we'll have some occasional rainfall. Temperatures will struggle to reach 60 degrees. The front is actually a little bit stronger down the southern portion of the country, and here is where lots of moisture will be gathering over the next 6 to 12 hours or so, both from the Gulf of Mexico and even some riding in off the Pacific Ocean. This area of moisture will move into the Mid-Atlantic region on Thursday. Again, occasional rainfall expected here on Thursday into early Thursday evening. Well, here's the latest radar loop, and again, there are a few sprinkles, perhaps even a light shower or two across Pennsylvania right now associated with that weakening cold frontal system. Certainly cannot rule out a sprinkle in D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, or even New York City over the next few hours, but for the most part, a rain-free day as this basically dies off as this weak frontal system crosses the Appalachians towards the East Coast. More important precipitation in the form of rain is lurking to our south and west, and that will push into the Mid-Atlantic region for late tonight, during the day on Thursday, into the early part of Thursday evening. Again, occasional rainfall likely from late tonight through early tomorrow night up and down the I-95 corridor. Well, let's take a look at a few computer forecast maps. This is from last night's Zero-Z NOAA GFS model, the Global Forecast System. We'll look at this evening. That's what this is here for Wednesday evening. Then we'll look at tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, and Friday morning. That'll encompass the rain event coming centered on Thursday. By this evening, all the rainfall associated with the northern half of that cold frontal system has completely fallen apart. Again, mainly rain-free here for the rest of this morning and into the afternoon. Cannot rule out a sprinkle. It'll be brief, it'll be light, but to the south and west, lots of rainfall, and that is poised to move to the north and east over the next 24 hours, giving us occasional rain from late tonight through early tomorrow night. Well, here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning, and by this time the GFS does indeed have some precipitation in the form of rain showers up and down the I-95 corridor, and really a warm frontal system right in this region will be followed by a cold frontal system out by tomorrow morning out over the Midwest. So the combination of the warm front passing through early in the day and then the cold front late in the day will give us some occasional rainfall up and down the I-95 corridor on Thursday. Well, 12 hours later tomorrow evening, Thursday evening, that cold front will be pressing right along to the East Coast, and again, some occasional rainfall associated with it. Just on its heels, another chilly air mass by this time will be pouring into the Great Lakes region, and then on Friday we'll have stiff winds out of the north to northwest here in the I-95 corridor. In fact, let's now jump ahead to the Friday morning forecast map. Well, here we go. By Friday morning, that low pressure area that develops along that frontal system is way off to the north and east. Another chilly air mass floods into the Mid-Atlantic region on Friday. Maybe a lingering shower or two, mainly a rain-free day expected on Friday, but some strong winds out of the north or northwest, and temperatures much cooler on Friday as compared to today or tomorrow, and that chill will last right into the upcoming weekend. This is a chilly air mass moving in on Friday. It sticks around right through the weekend. In fact, let's now jump ahead to see two more cold frontal systems in the offing here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's now jump ahead to Sunday morning. Indeed, here's the Sunday morning forecast map, and notice this blue line here cutting across here. Another reinforcing shot of cold air arrives on Sunday, and that'll prevent any kind of a warm-up. We have one chilly air mass arriving on Friday. It stays pretty chilly on Saturday and right into Sunday when another reinforcing cold shot arrives. So early next week remains chilly, but the biggest story may be what comes next. Let's now jump ahead to next Wednesday, 1 week from today. And this is next Wednesday morning from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. A major cold front, a major shot of cold air rushing into the Midwest and then the East for the middle and latter part of next week. Again, this is next Wednesday, so it's really looking like a cold 10-day period or so, colder than normal for the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, today will be mild. Tomorrow will start to transition, the trend downward. Friday is when the first shot of cold air arrives. Sunday, a reinforcing shot. And then the coldest air mass of all of these next few arrives around next Wednesday of next week. This could have some record-breaking cold temperatures associated with it, at least out in the Midwest and perhaps even into the eastern U.S. for the middle and latter part of next week. So a lot going on here, and most of it looks colder than normal for the Mid-Atlantic region over the next 10 to 14 days or so. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist